Welcome back to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg, and I'm continuing my Harlan Ellison series here with number 24, titled Homicidal Maniac, which is got an alternate title of Thrill Kill. You already know what this story is about. Okay, Homicidal Maniac was published in a magazine called Trapped, or I think it's actually Trapped Detective Story Magazine is the full title, in October of 1956. It's not one that Ellison was particularly proud of. It hasn't been collected much. The only place I could get it is by taking a lot of time and money to track down a copy of Honorable Whoredom at a Penny a Word, and I'm still looking for volume 2 of this. I can't find that at all. And these stories in this are literally that. Honorable Whoredom at a Penny a Word. It's a period when Ellison was struggling to make ends meet. He was not getting paid much. He was getting paid very low rates for his writing, so he had to write a lot. He had to write very fast, and he had to publish in whatever market he could, and so he had to write for that market. And a lot of the stuff he wrote for were these trashy men's magazines, detective magazines, and adventure magazines, and magazines like Adam that were skin magazines. Robert Silverberg did the same thing during that time. It paid the bills, but they had to write fast. They had to write fast, and they had to write for an audience that wanted titillation. They did not want literature. So these stories were not great. They were not Ellison's best efforts. The basic synopsis of Homicidal Maniac is just that, a homicidal maniac. You are following him on a night excursion out to find his next victim, and he finds a young girl and kills her. And you're getting the story from his point of view. He's narrating this story, so you're in his head, or it's almost like you're sitting on his shoulder and he's telling you what he's doing and telling you what he's thinking as he's going along this, relating his side of the story through this whole thing, which is interesting. Very short story, and like I say, Honorable Whoredom at a Penny a Word, written very quickly for a market that didn't care about literature. They cared about titillation. They cared about excitement and shock. And Harlan Ellison gives you all that stuff, and it's definitely not one of his better stories. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I wouldn't recommend it except to the Ellison completist for the two reasons. Number one, it's not among his better works, and number two, it is so hard to get a hold of. So, interesting story. I'm liking doing this. I'm liking discovering these things. So it looks like number 25 in my Harlan Ellison bibliography, also from October of 1956, will be Students of the Assassin, which I have in the Deadly Streets. Look for that one in my next Harlan Ellison video. Leave your comments about Harlan Ellison and Homicidal Maniac in the comments section of the video, where everybody can read what you have to say about the story or the subject or the author. And hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Come on back for more of Harlan Ellison and lots of other authors that I'm covering. I'm bouncing around between a lot of different authors, and right now I'm going through a lot of them very quickly, trying to get out of these really early ones into the really juicier, better, middle period stuff that I can talk about a lot more. But I'm going to be here doing this, so come on back.